The 2025 NFL schedule is here, and we're less than 4 months away from the start of the NFL regular season. We're almost there, and the NFL schedule's here, and you know the flag is on. We're always up in the bar because we don't raise the bar, we are the bar. When you speak of excellence and the bar, the Pittsburgh Steelers are that historically, but as of late, we know the struggles, especially in the postseason. And do they even have a quarterback? I think a certain Hall of Famer will be their quarterback. I've said it once. I'll say it again. Aaron Rodgers will be the Pittsburgh Steelers starting quarterback, but the NFL does not stop. The grind continues, and we're going to look at their schedule today. Make sure you subscribe. Let us know down below how you're feeling about the Steelers. Comment what games you're looking forward to, record prediction, hit the like button, hit the bell, and sound off below in the comment section. Subscribe if you're new. What are you doing? It's the Flex Zone. Join us. Well, let's get into it. We know under Mike Tomlin, who is not going anywhere this year, the Steelers are never under 500. So I'm going to preference this video, this prediction, that they're going to win at least 9 games, okay? Even with some of the struggles they've had. I did like their draft, getting Jack Sawyer, getting Will Howard in the 6th round, getting Walter Nolan. Kind of wish they would have took Shador because he was sitting there for him. Hell, I would even like to see them, if you watch any of our content, I like Jalen Milroe to the Steelers for that Lamar Jackson type of effect. A guy who can make something out of nothing. Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, countless others in the NFL, Jalen Hurts. The Steelers have an interesting schedule. They have a brutal schedule, as do a lot of these teams. So it's going to be a lot of intrigue with the NFL season because I think there are a lot of teams that are skill wise similar and talent wise similar, but coaching. Mike Tomlin's one of the best coaches in the NFL. He's done a lot with less, but he's also let people down when it comes to the playoffs. You saw it once again. They gave up damn near 300 yards of rushing to the bitter rival Ravens in the playoffs. Hence the Walter Nolan pick in the 1st round to stop the run playing in the AFC North. And like I said, the quarterback situation, I think that will figure itself out because I think Aaron Rodgers is the guy. And I like the upside of Will Howard, especially if he can sit for a year. You lose George Pickens, unfortunately. Who is the other receiver? Who is the other weapon? You got Gainwell. I like Jalen Warren a lot, but you did also get my guy out of Iowa, Caleb Johnson. He's a hell of a running back. I think by the end of the year, he could be the new RB1. The offensive line should be healthier this year. Defensively, I'm not sure about TJ Watt. As far as his longevity, this is the last year of his deal. I don't think he's going anywhere, but he's not getting any younger. They signed Big Play Slay, Darius Slay. Still got Minka Fitzpatrick. Patrick Queen is still there. Um, the rookie they got last year out of, what was it, NC State, the linebacker, he is really, really good as well. So they have a pretty solid defense still. They just had trouble starting to run. We know Cam Hayward is still there, great as he is. So shout out to my guy, Steelers Nation Australia, the channel. Show them some love. They were on the show. I hope they get to see this video and see what we think about the schedule because it starts week 1 in the New York metropolitan area in New Jersey at MetLife against the Jets. Now, that's funny because Justin Fields, the former Steelers quarterback who they didn't bring back, well, looks like they tried to, but he wanted more money and the Jets gave it to him, of course, against potentially the former Jets quarterback returning back to the Jets, Aaron Rodgers, week 1 at the New York Jets. And I think this is a loss. I think the Jets will win. I think the Steelers start out 0-1. They got Seattle next week. DK Metcalf playing his former team. I think he'll have a big game. I'm going with the Steelers to win that game. They go to New England. I think that is a loss. I think they're 1-2. They do have Minnesota. I think that is that in Berlin or something? Ireland? It's Dublin. They got Minnesota in the morning. I'm gonna say they lose. I'm gonna say they start 1-3. I'm gonna say they start 1-3, unfortunately, because I think that Jets game is gonna be tough. I think that Seahawks game is gonna be tough. I think that Patriots game is gonna be tough. I think that Minnesota's game is gonna be tough. Now, would it surprise me if they started 0-4? No. Would it surprise me if they started 3-1? No. I don't think they'll start 4-0, but could they start 2-2? Yes. But I think they start 1-3 early bye week. I don't like that for anybody. I don't think any bye should be before week 7 or week 8. So they will go into the bye 1-3 according to my calculations. I think they come out of the bye, beat Cleveland. I'm gonna say they even I'm gonna say they lose to Cincinnati. I think they split with Cincinnati, but they lose on the road. I'll say they lose on the road. So what are they? What? 1-3, 2-3, 2-4. I think they lose to Green Bay 2-5. They beat Indy 3-5. I really don't like what the Colts are doing. Sorry, Mark, this year 3-5. Go to LA 3-6. You have Cincinnati at home 4-6. You go to Chicago 4-7. Do you beat Buffalo? I think you can beat Buffalo. I'll say they beat Buffalo 5-7. Then do they lose to Baltimore at home 5-8? Do they beat Miami 6-8? Do they beat Detroit? No, 6-9. At Cleveland, I think they win 7-9. And then Baltimore 8-9 maybe? Because do they beat Baltimore? Is that a game where Baltimore's resting people? Is that a game where Baltimore's already clinched and the Steelers can sneak a win in? Or are the Steelers playing for their playoff lives and they have to win and get in? I think I've said it before and I was wrong. I had to eat crow. This will be the first season Mike Tomlin will have a losing season at 8-9. I have them at 8-9, maybe 7-10. But it's tough, man. That first 4 or 5 weeks is brutal for them before the bye. At the Jets, Seattle, New England, Minnesota. I think New England's going to be better. I think Seattle's no slouch. The Jets are going to fight hard for Aaron Glenn. I think play hard. I think they still week 1. I think Justin Fields is out to prove himself. So I'm gonna go. I think a 1-3 start. Then they beat Cleveland, like I said. So 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, 3-5, 3-6. 4-6, 4-7, 5-7, 5-8, 6-8, 6-9, 7-9. So I'm gonna say 8-9. I think they are 8-9. They're a mediocre middle of the road team, even with Aaron Rodgers. I think they get to, like I said, the ceiling for them is what, 9, maybe 10. But I think they're going to take a step back. You lose George Pickens. You don't have another receiver. You could bring in Lazard. Frymouth is good, but he's not great. The defense isn't getting any younger. Darius Slay is a good pickup, but he's not getting any younger. He's not a spring chicken. TJ Watt isn't either. I think this could be a step back year, and I currently do not have the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs. I have them at 8-9. So I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers with an 8-9 record. I think they missed the playoffs. I think this is Mike Tomlin's first season of not having a 500 or better record. Like I said, I like their draft a lot. I gave them a nice B plus. Kind of wish they would have took Shador, maybe a Milrow, hell, Jackson Dart. They got Will Howard. They're not expecting much from him. I think Will Howard is a little bit better than people think. But do they get Aaron Rodgers? Yes. But then you just got what, DK? And then they're going to want to run the ball with Arthur Smith. Like I said, Caleb Johnson will eventually probably be running back 1. But I think 8-9, maybe 7-10. Or if things really go off the well, they could be 7-10. But I'm gonna say 8-9. I think Tomlin can get you 8 wins, but that'll be not enough to keep his streak alive. I think they go 8-9. Let me know. I know you may not be happy with me, Pittsburgh Steelers fans. I'm not being biased. I just don't know where the explosiveness on offense is coming from, and defensively, can they hold up? Yeah, can they? They got a little bit better against the run, maybe with Walter Nolan, but what's going to happen on the back end? Who is going to put consistent pressure on the quarterback? They got Watt, they got Highsmith, but what is Cam Hayward stealing? He's another year old. He had a great year last year. Is he going to take a step back? The defense can only do so much. And if they're not, creating turnovers or getting off the field, they're going to be tired. They're going to be on the field a lot. And I think that will expose them to giving up some big plays and being gashed in the run game. So I think 8-9 for the Steelers. Let me know in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button. Hit the bell. We're doing this for every team. So let me know what team you want to see next. Right here on the Flex Zone. Steelers at 8-9 with their record this year. Mike Tomlin's streak comes to an end, unfortunately.